I asked you this question before, but it's going to open up a whole can of worms. This whole Ethereum network versus Bitcoin. I think I saw in one of our videos you said something about that you were more leveraged to Ether and the Ethereum network than you were to Bitcoin from an investment perspective. And the reality is that space is growing more. How do you think about network effects in that space, and also call optionality in the crypto space?
So my current allocation, because I know everybody asks, I'm now currently about 25% Bitcoin, 55% Ethereum, and 20% other tokens. Why is Ethereum my bigger bet right now at this point in the cycle? It's because it is seeing different network effects. So it's got the network effect of investors, so people piling in. There's the network effect of developers working on the space, which dwarfs any of the other spaces in crypto. And then there's the network effect of the applications being built on, like DeFi and NFTs. So you've got this holy trinity of things happening. And then on top of it, you've got this change to ETH 2.0, which basically massively reduces the supply because they're burning ETH. So what happens is it becomes a scarcer asset. So then you've got a super scarce asset that is in massive demand from investors, from applications, and from developers. The other problem with ETH has been the high fees, and that remains the thing, the gas fees. But within the part of the transition to ETH 2.0 is this move to proof of stake, and how this may lower the gas fees significantly and free up the network. And people are then building layer 2 solutions across it to make sure that we can get around this. So all I see is this giant sucking sound of talent into the Ethereum space right now. That means that it is growing faster, and it's playing out in the price of Ethereum versus Bitcoin. So it's kind of double, it's up. So Ethereum's currently up, if I look today on my Bloomberg screen here, Ethereum's up 450% this year, Bitcoin's up 75. I mean, that couldn't be starker. And also now with the FUD narrative, the fear, uncertainty, and doubt narrative of Elon Musk and the greenness of Bitcoin, which I'll come on to this. I've got my own theories on that. That is one of the things I believe the ECB started, was this, well, it's not green, look at the mining costs. Right? If we looked at everybody's kettle use across the world, it's probably more than that of the whole of the electricity of Norway. I mean, people just, it's because they've sliced it this way that it makes it look bad. I think it's the ECB trying to slow institutional adoption by pushing the ESG mandate back at these people, saying, hey, you've got a mandate here, and this doesn't fit into your mandate very well. And that slows adoption. I get why they're doing it. Problem is that creeps into Ethereum, which has a much lower energy input. So it just creeps out of one space and into another. You're not stopping the rise of digital assets. You're just slowing down Bitcoin at this phase. It'll speed up again at some point too, probably particularly when the ETF launches.
When you mention ECB and Elon Musk in the same breath.
A weekend tweet from Elon Musk, which led some to believe that Tesla had sold its Bitcoin holding. A turn of events, Elon Musk announcing Tesla will no longer accept Bitcoin payments, citing concerns around Bitcoin mining.
Suddenly you get a dichotomy that you're like, okay, now Raoul, tell me what your thinking is, because you said, I haven't thought about Elon Musk. Elon Musk is supposed to be, a cowboy, and he's an ESG guy because he's at Tesla. So why is he kowtowing to the ESG mandate that people like the ECB are trying to impose upon companies?
Firstly, I know the comment section is like, yeah, but Elon Musk, they fill up the cars with electricity and that's built on coal power. We understand it's not a perfect world. So let's assume that Tesla is relatively green compared to other car companies. That's all you need to assume. But we also know that his profitability or his ability to run that business has been based on subsidies, because that is how governments are driving green innovation, is they've used subsidies until these things catch their own traction, and then they're able to lower the cost of production and everything works out. There is a new initiative coming from Biden, which is a new kind of carbon system, and Tesla have applied to be one of the 6 participants in that. So it makes a nice statement if you say, well, actually, we're not going to accept Bitcoin because, greenness. Okay, that helps them set up for this new system that he wants to be part of, because obviously they are one of the least pollutant industries in America right now. So he will get a lion's share of the better credit. So that itself could be a cynical lens. Additionally, the cynical lens is he's also been pumping Dogecoin. And people are like, what the hell is this about? And yes, it's a meme. Yes, it's the crypto of the people. Yes, it's kind of stupid, but I've mentioned this before on this show but also it's starting to create network effects that a lot of people own it. So if you can now create use cases, well, then it's something interesting. Now, Mark Cuban was the first to see this, and he said, yeah, you could buy Dallas Mavs stuff with Dogecoin because it's the coin of the people. So it was kind of done as fun, but it's exchangeable, so why not? Now, my guess is Tesla are going to accept it for payments, and they might even use it for Internet of Things streaming payments and stuff like that, because basically Elon, bit of a megalomaniac, fancies conquering Mars, would quite like his own currency. And if he can kind of reverse into Doge and make that essentially Elon community coin, he's got free access to capital. It's an astonishing thought, but that's potentially what's at play here. I could be wildly wrong, and it's all a joke, but I just join a few dots and you can get to something interesting. And I've been talking about this for a while, that I wasn't going to shake off Doge, because once you attract that many people into the ecosystem, it becomes attractive for people to do something with it. So that's what I think is happening.